The jobs report just came out, and the numbers are phenomenal. Labor force increases as biggest since 2003 as many Americans finally get back to work. The labor force surged by 806,000, the biggest move since September 2003, and now sits just below 162 million. Those counted outside the labor force declined by 653,000, though the number is still around 95 million. The participation trend could be indicative that wages actually are coming up enough to encourage sideline workers. Let's look at some of these numbers more in depth here. So the U.S. economy did more than give 313,000 jobs in February. Remember, February is the shortest month of the entire year, so that's a lot of jobs in 1 month. And it brought nearly 3 times the amount off the sidelines. Inside the glittering non-farm payrolls report, the Bureau of Labor Statistics released Friday were even more inspiring numbers. Skilled labor positions surged with big increases in construction and manufacturing, which has seen its best 3-month period since 1984. Since 1984, guys. It's before I was born. It was all part of the jobs market that continued to defy expectations. Every time economists or officials at the Federal Reserve pronounce U.S. is at full employment, a report seems to come out indicating that there's still plenty of room for growth. As we've seen, the market is just, up and up and up today. Pretty much stocks across the board are up. I kind of want to explain why this is such a big deal for the U.S. economy and just a big deal for the stock market overall and whatnot. This jobs report here, phenomenal numbers, just killed expectations. Expectations were around 200,000, okay? And they came in with 313. It was an absolute huge beat. Now, unemployment's been relatively low for a while, okay? For several years, unemployment's been, in the 5s or 4s range for several years now. So unemployment hasn't really been the issue. What it has to do with the issues is wages. Where are wages going? Wages haven't, gone too far yet, as of yet, okay? And the other issue people have seen with the U.S. economy is people on the sidelines, okay? People still on the sidelines that maybe don't show up in the unemployment, but are on the sidelines and kind of just waiting for an opportunity or something out there, a job that actually pays them a wage that'll, get them off their butt and go do something or something like that, right? That's a huge thing. Now, you can never have 100% participation rate, obviously, because you have children, obviously, and then you have, super elderly people. Those type of people aren't going to be in the workforce. But anybody else between the ages of, let's say, 16, 18, and, somewhere around 65, you would think everybody should be in there. So when you have a situation where you have these unemployment numbers come down even more, you have more sideline workers coming into the workforce, what it ends up doing is it's going to end up pushing up these wages, okay? Because let's say you and I are competing. We have 2 companies do similar things, and we're competing for, worker A, okay? We're competing for worker A. Well, if worker A only had one opportunity before, only one job opportunity, worker A is just going to literally take that job opportunity, or they're just going to, kind of stay on like the government system and whatnot. And we'll kind of get into why that's bad. But now in a situation where you have, unemployment dropping, more and more sideline workers coming in, what ends up happening is worker A now has, 3 different routes they can go, okay? And they all pay different wages. And worker A is more than likely going to go to the one that pays the biggest wage, okay? Which basically means these 2 other guys are going to be looking here like, we need another worker to complete these tasks. We need somebody else to do these things so we can expand our company. So guess what we got to do? We got to bring up our wages now. We got to make our wages bigger. Okay, so it's a phenomenal effect. The effect it has is unbelievable on the overall economy. Okay, now also worker A, they might have been on government assistance before. They might have been on government health care or things like that. Maybe on welfare. You never really know. So this worker number A here, that was on the government system, they were obviously bad on the system. They were bringing down the system, right? But now they get a job, they start working, they start making money. All of a sudden, what does that do? They start becoming a benefit. Now, instead of taking money from the governmental system, now they're actually giving money because now worker A is paying taxes, okay? Now worker A is paying taxes. They're helping out their local economy. They're helping out the federal economy because they're actually paying taxes in rather than taking money from the system, okay? Which makes a lot of those stats look a lot better. So this is big, guys, and it's big for the markets, obviously, because we've seen time and time again when, you know, the markets are, economists are like, oh, we're at full employment, where we can't get any better than this. This is as good as it gets, and things like that. And I think we have some levels up. We still have to go here. I think wages are the next thing to really start showing in a big way. I think some sideline workers can continue to come in the market, but I think wages is the next part that's really going to start going up, and that is when you really get some meaningful things. We see strong numbers in the construction business. I can't go anywhere in Las Vegas. I literally can't drive anywhere in Las Vegas without seeing construction somewhere, without seeing Caterpillar equipment all over the road. It doesn't matter if it's roads, homes being built, new resorts, the Raiders Stadium. Like, I can't drive literally anywhere, like even like down the block to Starbucks or something, without seeing some kind of construction on my way. And that's just how it is out here right now. So it's great to see construction booming again. We know a lot of those jobs are good paying jobs, okay? A lot of the construction field are good, solid paying jobs. So when those jobs are in full effect for those type of workers, it's big on the economy. And then those people go out and spend more money and do things and whatnot, and it helps out everything in general. So I'm very pleased to see that report. It came in way stronger than expected. To, you know, come in at 313 versus 200 was expected, guys. That's a massive, massive beat. No one really saw that coming. So good things all around. I got nothing bad to say about that whole dealio. I would love to know your guys' opinion on those jobs report numbers. I would love to know that in that comment section down there. Feel free to share with me what you thought of those numbers. I'm looking forward to seeing wages going up, and I think that will really start over the course of this next 12 to 18 months, and we shall see, guys. But anyways, thank you for watching as always, and have a great day.